Okay, guys, so you're in your module. Let's go back to the beginning. Home. You're going to click clinical module, and it's going to bring you to this screen. Okay, you can either click the clinical tab right here and it'll open up big for you actually onto the page, which I recommend. And it'll have pulmonary problem solving 1. It does have a sign in button, but I've been able to sign in on 2 different computers and do this just to see if it would work for everyone. And I have had no problems going through all of the case studies without signing in. Okay, so as you can see on the screen right now, it has pulmonary problem 1, pulmonary problem 2, and pulmonary problem 3. You will need to complete all 3 of these, and each one have 8 scenarios. So you'll do 8 scenarios for problem number 1, 8 scenarios for problem solving 2, and 8 scenarios for 3. Okay, so right now we're on 1. It gives an introduction, okay, how the case studies are used and how the score is kept. Okay, once you see all of that, I need you to click on scenario 1. It brings you to the scenario 1 chart. Okay, KB is a 26-year-old. Of course, I'm not going to go into reading all of it, but then it asks a question. What is the consequences? I'll show you the first one. You would select whatever you think is most appropriate. Here I'm going to select victim will completely be ventilator dependent. Okay, it said correct, victim will be completely ventilator dependent. If it wasn't, it would be incorrect and it would let you choose again until you get the correct one. On the side, it gives the total score, 0 out of 0 attempts. Okay, continue by using the tabs above. Okay, so we did the problem, and it also says we're going to be using the blood pressure. So we're going to hit blood pressure. Okay, a blood pressure will not be taken in this scenario. And we press, a blood pressure is not taken in this scenario. Let's do auscultation. Auscultation. If you press the and then we listen to the other side. Okay, and then it has questions. What do you think these are? Okay, and you're going to answer them. When you answer them, just like that last screen, it will show green correct or it will show red incorrect, and you need to go back and listen and then pick the right one. Once you do that, it'll say this will change 1 correct out of 1 attempt, or if it took you 6 attempts to get this, it'll have 1 correct out of 6 attempts. Okay, the goal as you go through this is to start getting a little better and have less attempts. Once you do that and you've answered the question, you would press next, and it's going to bring you to scenario 2. Okay, it also says the same thing. To complete the physical assessment, use the blood pressure tab above to simulate taking the patient's blood pressure and pulse rate. Then use the auscultation tab. So after we would answer this question, we would go up here and we would do the blood pressure. And by doing that, it's going to give us the actual blood pressure. Again, you need your speakers on so that you can hear. Okay, so you can see in here, and then right here you would put what the systolic and diastolic is, and you would press submit. If it's correct, it would tell you it's correct. If one of them is wrong, it's going to tell you which one is wrong, and you're going to need to either go back and replay it to listen for it, until you get it right. Once you get it right, then you can move on to auscultation. Again, here we press play on the, okay, and we answer the questions of what we think it is. I'm going to, of course, try to select the wrong one so that you can see what I mean when it says, and you see how it put incorrect? So it would give me another option and say, because I want just y'all to see it incorrectly. Okay. Incorrect. But you see over here it says 0 correct out of 2 attempts. So it keeps up with your attempts. This score is what you're gonna, after you do all 3, this is the score that you're gonna have to snapshot shot and send to your clinical instructor. This lets us know that you've done all of them. Okay. And so once we finish with that, we press next. All right, and it brings us to scenario number 3, and it goes on, and you see how it puts the checks on this side so we can continue on. And once we get to number 8, then we would move on and click pulmonary problem 2. Again, now we have 8 more scenarios, and you're going to do that all until you get to problem solving 3 and you've answered all 8. Okay, and then your score would show right here. Let me just click on one of them. Your score is going to show here, and this is what you're going to need to snapshot. Okay, letting us know that all of them was completed. Okay, this would be a good all of them was completed. Okay, this is going to need to be turned in by 5 p.m. Okay, it will not be open for you guys until tomorrow. So this is how you do it. Please follow all of the instructions. So this is due Friday, March 3rd, March 20th at 5 p.m. You shouldn't have any questions. If you do, please go back to this video and watch before you start emailing your instructor for on how to do things. This video is very detailed, and it should walk you through everything that you need to complete it. Thank y'all, and I hope you get some good experience out of it as it pertains to reading the chart, the blood pressure, auscultations. We can even go into tests to see what tests were taken. So these are each case consists of multiple pages. So I hope that this is a good learning tool that substitutes clinicals. I know, and we all know, that it's not the same thing, but we're trying to find things that you can use interactively so that we can still have the same goal, which is you to learn the best you can without being delayed in learning. Thank you.